Good morning, happy Mother's Day. Whoop. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stay another day here. So this is my second 0 and I'm gonna take a third tomorrow. Because I don't know, I can tell that my body would love the rest, and I've still been just doing a lot of chores, and yesterday I was really just exhausted and like kind of crashing from all the hard work, so I was able to do a couple chores but and calling people, but I have to do some more today, so then didn't quite feel like I got all the rest and relaxation that I wanted. Especially it's very hot outside, and so I'm gonna check the weather, but it would be nice to kind of try and wait out the worst of the heat before I go back, but I probably will still get a good chunk of bad heat, but that's okay. I just feel like I probably need another rest because I really just want to watch movies, and I think I might Uber to like a Walmart today maybe to get maybe just some snacks and my resupply, and then I'll be pretty much done with my chores. I'll just yeah, I'll have to do a couple things tomorrow once things open up, or I could do it on Tuesday once I travel back to trail. So anyways, just more chores, but mostly just want to relax. So anyways, yeah. Time to mend these babies. Okay, I am pretty proud. Okay, first of all, this was my big tear, so I made it fun. So it's a rainbow. And then I had a couple places here that were worn out, but then I also added this drawstring, which I just happened to have an extra pair of shoelaces that I was meaning to get rid of, and so then I was able to use it. So I basically stitched it in here and then was able to run it through, so now it just works like a normal drawstring because they were getting way too big and not staying up. So anyways, yay, thank goodness. My dinner in bed. I just got back from the pool and I've got my little curlies. Hello. My mom always jokes because whenever I FaceTime her, most of the time it's when I'm in a hotel because that's where I have like service, or like in a town or something, but in a bed. And so I always call her like this. And she's like, you never hike a day, do you? So anyways, oh man, I'm so tired right now. It's like 7:45 at night and I'm so tired. So I'm gonna go to bed. But today, basically, I went swimming at the pool. I met 2 other hikers, so that was awesome. So I was able to talk with them, and they were really nice. And then took a shower. I was watching TV. I was eating good food. Did a couple more camp chores, but pretty much ready to get back out on trail tomorrow. So I have an Uber scheduled for the morning where they'll take me first to the post office so I can drop off some of my ice gear and stuff, and then they'll take me back to trail to Agua Dulce. So anyways, I think I'm gonna go to bed now so that I can rest up, recover, and kind of start to get back on a hiker schedule. But yeah, we're going back into the woods again tomorrow, so I'm excited though. I think it'll be good, and I think it's supposed to be a little bit cooler weather for this week, so that will be really nice to hopefully get out of the majority of the heat. I mean, it's still probably going to be very hot, but whatever, hopefully less hot than this weekend, because this weekend was very hot, so I was very glad that I zeroed and waited it out. So Anyways, I'm going to bed though, and so I will update you more tomorrow. I'm leaving my hotel. Oh, oops. Good morning. I am back on trail, which is just the town of Agua Dulce. So anyways, I'm back on trail. It's very nice right now. It's 10 a.m. and it feels like perfect. Like the weather is way cooler. I think the high of today is like in the 60s or something. Thank goodness, because the high when I got here was in the 90s to 100s. So it's feeling way better. I'm kind of tired today, but is that happy feet? Look here it is! That is so funny. So, Happy Feet and I lost each other a while ago and just ran into each other again. She's going southbound for the day though and taking a 0 tomorrow. So I'll probably get ahead, but probably not too far ahead, so she'll probably catch me again sometime. But anyways, feeling a bit tired today, but still happy that I was able to get back out on trail. I dropped all my ice gear and stuff at the post office, so yeah, and holy cow, the weather is perfect right now. So I'm just gonna go slow and steady. I think the next water is in like 9 miles. Yeah, 9 miles. So I'm hoping to get maybe at least there today, but I think I have enough water if I don't. So anyways, love you. Hello, I made it back to trail. You can't see the trail behind my massive pack, but it's there. Oh man, today I'm feeling super tired. Like, I don't know, I did 3 miles and then had to take a break. And like those 3 miles were like barely uphill and mostly road walking, but whatever, I was just so tired. So I took a break and I took a long lunch break. I took a little nap and then I ate some good food and now I'm hiking again. But it was crazy because while I was at my lunch break, this guy walks up and he recognizes me from my videos. So shout out to Hank. And hello to Hank's family. Thanks for watching. That was so funny. Where I was like, you recognize me? It was so fun to talk to him. He was so sweet. So anyways, that was a nice highlight of my day. But anyways, now, sorry, I should have stopped filming to do that, but oh well. Anyways, so that was a highlight of my day. Now I am just about to go uphill, I think, and then water is like less than 6 miles now. So I'm still kind of hoping that I make it to water, but I've heard that there's a lot of people out here and they're all kind of planning to do the same thing, so I'm not sure. We'll kind of see what the plan is for tonight. But anyways, so funny. I can't believe I was recognized. nice little break in prime tick territory. But I'm too tired to care. Anyways, today has been great. It's been wonderful weather, like the perfect weather for hiking. I have felt exhausted all day. I can tell I just need a good night's sleep. So the water is in like 1.5 miles, which means I've gone like 7.5 miles today. And I read some comments saying that there's some campsites by the spring. So I'm hoping that they're not all taken and that I could camp there so I could have an early night. But if not, then it has another campsite listed just a little bit further. So like another 1/2 mile. But yeah, there's just like a bubble of lots and lots of people. So we'll see if I'm able to camp there, but I hope so that I could have a nice little easy day back. So yeah, anyways, love you guys. Nice. Hello. I made it to camp and I don't have to dry camp tonight. So that's very exciting. I went, I think like 9 miles today. Pretty good, especially for getting a late start and getting back on trail. So yeah, I'm happy with it and it's a good time right now in the day and I'm very excited for my dinner because last night while I was in town, I got Chinese food. Oh, my dad's calling. 1 second. Good morning. I've got my oatmeal here. But anyways, last night I slept good, but all the critters here are very loud and there's a lot of leaves for them to rustle through. So they woke me up a couple times in the night, but overall I slept good. But then this morning, waking up was tough. I just did not want to start doing chores or anything. Yeah, I don't know. It was tough to start getting ready. So I'm just taking my time. It's like 8 o'clock right now, I think. So still doing decent on time, but yeah, I made my breakfast. I've done a couple of my chores, but I've still got more to do after. But that's okay. Anyways, also I was gonna say that last night, that fried rice and like lo mein, that was probably the best dinner that I have like ever had on trail ever. It was so good. I just used some like olive oil and like heated it up in the bottom of my pot, and then I put all the fried rice and lo mein in there, and then I just like stirred it until it got warm. Oh, it was so good. I miss it already. But yeah, that was a huge success, so that'll carry me on through a while. But yeah, anyways, back to oatmeal. So I'm not sure how far we're gonna go today. I do need to resupply at the next like little town, and that's in 15 miles. So I could make it all the way there today, or I could just get close and then tomorrow take more time in the morning to kind of do my chores in town. So we'll figure it out. But anyways, for now, just taking my time. Yeah, we'll get out of here eventually, because also this area, I knew it was going to be hard for me to get up because this area doesn't like have any sun. It's very like shade covered, which is great, but then the sun really helps me wake up. So I knew that it was going to be a little bit tough to get up this morning, but it's okay. Anyways, mwah. I'm climbing a tree. Oh, there's ants all over. I will not be climbing this tree. I will not be climbing the tree. Here is why. I don't think it's gonna focus, but they're everywhere. No. Oops. Good morning. It's 11. And I'm just now starting. I did get done with all my camp chores around maybe like 9:45 or 10. But then I climbed a tree, 2 trees, and then I had to like fill up with my water. My Sawyer is kind of being finicky right now, so I was checking that out. And then I met 2 people at the water. They were so nice. And then Ray, shout out Ray, gosh, she's beautiful. And she recognized me too. So anyways, I was chatting with her, but crazy, 2 people recognized me in 2 days. But anyways, I was hanging out with them for a little bit just because it was nice. And now I'm getting started, but I'm feeling very like rejuvenated, so worth it. Look, this tree looks like a heart. I love it. Hello, hello. Oh man. I'm clearly having a great time. I've only gone 2 miles, but about 1 mile in, my right leg started hurting, like my ankle up into my calf. It almost kind of felt like I pulled something. I think what happened is that it was all downhill those last 2 miles, and that first mile there were like quite a few rocks and it was pretty steep, so I'm wondering if I stepped on one wrong, because the downhill doesn't feel great. The uphill was okay, but anyways, so I already knew that I wanted to like stop soon to take a break to kind of rest my leg and stretch it and assess. But then yeah, I came across this, oh, there's lots of friends here, but there's trash, there's water, there were some snacks. There are no more snacks now that I'm here, but I am most excited about this chair. So that's super exciting. So I'm definitely gonna hang out here for a little while. I'll have an early lunch, I guess, and just keep stretching my leg. I don't know. I obviously haven't made much progress today, but especially with my leg now feeling bad, I don't want to push it. But at least the good thing is that after this, it's a little bit of uphill, which I think will actually help. Like, it won't hurt it as bad. But yeah, anyways, if you need me, I'll be here. Alrighty, back to hiking. I think I took like, I don't know, an hour or two, probably closer to 2 hours, just resting and relaxing. But I'm glad I did, because my legs are already feeling pretty much back to normal, I think. Still just gonna take it easy, but yeah, it was a nice lunch break. Get a chat with some people, eat some food, hang out. So yeah, and now we've got this pretty uphill. So just gonna go slow and steady. I'm taking another break, but look at this nice spot I found. It's just right under a little bush because there's no trees around. So yeah, I found a little bit of shade. I haven't gone very far, maybe like 2.5, 3 miles. Anyways, I've gone like 2.5 or 3 miles, so not very long, but it was all uphill and very exposed, and my ankle was kind of complaining again. Still not too bad, but just want to give it some rest still. So yeah, I think today is going to be just a slow and steady day, and I'm thinking I'm going to hang out here for another little while to cool down. And I think right now this is the peak heat of the day, so hopefully it'll start getting cooler. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my spot. Oh man, my ankle, it's not happy. So in total today I've gone like 7.6 miles so far, and I've got like half a mile left to camp. So it'll be a total of 8 miles today. But man, my leg is not feeling good. So I'm glad that I'm gonna stop pretty early so that I can get a good night's sleep. And then hopefully some rest will kind of help it out. And I'm just gonna do a lot of yoga tonight and tomorrow morning. But then if it's still giving me trouble, then tomorrow it's just like 7 miles to Green Valley or something, like a little town to get in. And I already have to go there to resupply, so if it's too bad, then I could always figure out a second plan. Like I could take some more time off or something, or just rest, or go slow, or who knows, whatever. But I am a little bummed today with how today turned out, but that is a-okay. Also, I mean, I'm not feeling great and had such a slow day, and like took a million breaks and got up late, and I will still have done 8 miles, which at the beginning of the hike was kind of like my max, or like a full day for me. So still definitely seeing some progress, just need to go slow and take care of myself. So yeah, it was hard to stop, only half a mile away from camp, but I'm stopping now and just doing a couple stretches, but I'll do some bigger ones once I get to camp. Anyways, at least it's not as hot anymore, so that's good. Alrighty, house tour. Here's the trail. Here's the little door. And then you walk on in. And look how cool. So that's where we're gonna camp for the night. Oh, it's so nice. Good morning. I slept pretty good last night, so that's exciting. Yeah, not like perfect, but not bad. And I can't tell how my ankle's feeling this morning. It's feeling fine so far, but I haven't done much walking. So I'm hoping that the stretching last night and the full night's sleep maybe helped, but I'm gonna do some more stretching now. Yeah, somebody last night that camped here, she was so sweet. She recognized me too. And then she asked for a picture with me. It was really sweet. It's so weird though. I'm like, you know me? You watch me? But it was really nice. So anyways, today the plan is that the next like town or resupply spot is in like 7 miles. And so I'm just gonna go slow and steady to get there, do my resupply. There's a barbecue place. So I'm thinking that barbecue's on the menu. And then we'll kind of figure it out from there, especially depending on how my ankle's feeling. So anyways, kind of another slowish day probably, unless I'm just really feeling great, but I don't want to push my ankle too hard. So anyways, gonna do some yoga and then we'll get going. Okay, well I've only gone a mile. Look at this beautiful bench in the shade. I couldn't pass it up. Anyways, my ankle is feeling tentative. It's like I can still feel something, but for that last mile it was pretty okay, which also that last mile was mostly flat. And so yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably okay just as long as I keep resting it and stretching it. So every time I stop I try and stretch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go slow and steady. So we have less than 6 miles to town. So that's exciting. And I have a pretty light pack because I don't have pretty much any food and not a lot of water too. So that's nice. That's less weight on my joints. So yeah, feeling good for right now, but time will tell. nice shady spot, and so I'm resting here for just a little bit. I might have like a little bit of a lunch. I've gone like 3.2 miles, I think, today. Ankle's feeling meh. Okay, fine. Like, still needs stretching, and I feel like it might take a couple days to heal up whatever tweaked it, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, and then I am, how far away am I? Like 3.8. Is that right? Because I went 3.2. Yeah, 3.8 from town. So doing good so far, and it's like 11:30 or something, so not too shabby. I'm thinking of a barbecue lunch. Look how pretty. Oh. Oh, it's so nice and green. I love it. It's also roasting. But that's okay. I just have a little bit left, and then I'll go into Green Valley to resupply and get some barbecue. So I'm excited. Good morning. There's my pretty tent, and here's a nice gazebo. Anyways, yesterday I was able to hike into Green Valley. I got some barbecue. Oh, it was really good. And then, yeah, I came back to the fire station, which is really close to trail, and camped there for the night. And I decided that I should take a 0 today, even though I do not want to, just to let my tendon or whatever it is in my ankle kind of get a break. Because when I had Wi-Fi in the smokehouse, then I was looking it up, and all the stuff I could find just looks like it's probably overuse, and that it's probably just grumpy right now, but which I kind of could already tell. That's kind of what I was thinking it was. It's just a bummer because I just took all the 0s, and I only hiked 7 miles yesterday, but I was kind of like hobbling along and not feeling great. So gonna try and rest today and give it a break, and see how that helps. So anyways, but I am kind of bummed and in a weird headspace because I'm like ready to go and I'm ready to hike. But and the thing is too, it doesn't really hurt right now. It just hurts after I start hiking, or like a mile after I take a break, then that's when it starts hurting. So I think it's not very serious right now, which is how I would like to keep it. So yeah, I'm gonna try and rest to see if that helps like prevent some stuff, and then we'll see from there. It's only like 40 miles to Hikertown, which is right before the aqueduct, and I really want to get the aqueduct done. So who knows, but I'm gonna rest here. It's a great spot to rest, so I'm gonna rest here. I might go do a little wander around because there's water here, which is great, but then I also heard that there might be outlets, so I want to peek at that. And then, yeah, the other bummer is that I did a resupply yesterday at a gas station, and it was like the worst resupply that I've done so far on trail. It was like not great options. So I have food, but I do not want to eat it, especially after the barbecue last night. So I'm very tempted to almost hitch back into town to go to the barbecue place again, especially since there's Wi-Fi there, and just like hang out all day there. So I could do that, but we'll see. Yeah, I might do that. That would be really nice to have food for today. I just have like oatmeal and ramen pretty much, which kind of sucks because it's not enough protein. I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking out loud, but I might go back to the smokehouse. Also, they were so nice. So nice. It was like the most hiker-friendly place that I've been so far. They have like outlet ports like at the tables, and they let us like leave the place to go do our resupply and then come back to our same table even though we weren't eating anymore. And they were out of desserts, so they recommended where to go for dessert and told us we could just bring it back and eat it in there. They were so nice. And the food was really, really good. And then they took us back to the fire station. So anyways, I might do that again today, but who knows. Just want to make sure that I don't walk too much, so we'll figure it out. I made it back to the barbecue place, yay, which is good because I've been crying all morning. Most of it is because I watched the movie Beautiful Boy, which, what a beautiful movie, but I was sobbing. And then my husband was texting me the nicest things, and I was like, oh, I miss him, I wish I could see his face. So I just got to call him and FaceTime him now that I have Wi-Fi. So I'm feeling already way better. They were super nice. They're like, just hang out here all day. So I will do that. I'm gonna have lunch and dinner here. So yeah, anyways, happy I'm here. And the hitch that I had, it dropped me off like halfway there, like, so it was like a mile and a half from the fire station to here, and they dropped me off like halfway, so there was like 0.8 left, and I walked almost all of that, and my ankle was feeling good, but it definitely is feeling like it's happy with the rest, and I think my mental state is happy with the rest too. So I think it was smart, and this is a great place to hang out. So anyways.